Open House Taipei will kick off again in November. Open House Taipei is an annual event that allows visitors to tour architectural gems or other spaces that are usually closed to the public.
In the first half of November, visitors will be able to tour 111 places in Taipei and New Taipei. FTV reporter Stephany Yang takes us to several of these venues for a sneak peek.
The National Concert and Theater Hall's basement is usually closed off to the public, but during Open House Taipei, it will be open to the public for the first time. Two of the locations that will be open to the public during Open House Taipei are backstage areas in the National Concert Hall and National Theater Hall, both in the grounds of Liberty Square. The two halls have planned 3 warm-up events from November 5th to November 6th ahead of the Open House Taipei weekend, which this year runs from November 12th to November 13th. This includes inviting various performance groups to discuss their professional experiences.
The two of us are musicians that play antique instruments. I play the piano and he plays the flute, so we can share a lot of interesting stories that we've learned from the past about people who play different types of instruments or people in different fields of music.
As a musician, our aspect will be how can we communicate with each other, with musicians. So our topic will be, our script will be how do we learn each other from musicians to musicians, and how can we communicate with different instruments.
What we are going to do is to introduce a little bit the music and the dance, the history of it, and we will teach a little bit the movement so that the people can improvise to an orchestra, live orchestra. That will be the third part of the event.
Everyone will think that the National Theater Hall and National Concert Hall are very artsy places. But in fact, art can also be very entertaining. During the era of Shakespeare, watching plays amounted to mass entertainment. Everyone would gather together to discuss them. We will explain incidents that have happened in the auditoriums of the National Theatre and concert halls and the changes in ticket prices in Taiwan theaters over the years.
Several spaces that are newly renovated at the Songshan Cultural and Creative Park will also be open for the public to tour.
They refurbish and open some new corners every year. So, like in this year, they finally reopened their Songyan Dadao, let me think, the major pathway of this cultural park. It's been closed for 11 years.
Open House Taipei will be held again from November 12th to 13th. The theme of the event is Social Taipei. The event will open up 111 spaces in Taipei and New Taipei to visitors. The sites include the Grand Hotel's secret tunnels, the Taipei MRT's Beitou Depot, the presidential suite of the Regent Hotel, and more.
There are up to more than 100 locations that open their office or open their backstage or open their repair facilities to all the citizens. So it's a new strategy, a new approach for people to know the city, know the architecture and the built environment, and open a new conversation about the space owners, those owners and the city governments.
In 1992, the first ever Open House began in London, kicking off these global architectural events. Taiwan launched Open House Taipei for the first time in 2020, with nearly 30,000 people participating. With Taiwan opening up borders in mid-October, the event hopes to attract more people to visit Taiwan. This is Stephany Yang and Ye Chenghao reporting in Taipei.